3. Today I want to introduce State Bill 239 in the state of Oklahoma. This bill is one that's being proposed to require the overall knowledge and training for all student athletes, coaches, and trainers in regard to cardiac arrest. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been presented with this life-threatening situation where maybe somebody you love goes into cardiac arrest and you have no idea what to do? You've heard and seen maybe just in passing what cardiac arrest is, but you don't know how to perform CPR at a moment's notice where your best friend, your mom, your dad, a student athlete, a coach, a trainer, it could mean life or death. So what would you do without this training? You would try to save a person's life, maybe by picking them up, maybe by calling 911, it'd be too late. So the thing is, in regard to this bill, it's saying that you have to have this knowledge and training in order to save a student athlete's life. Coaches, trainers, in dealing with student athletes and dealing with each other, colleagues, we have to have this training in order to save people's lives. Would you know how to react to cardiac arrest before IMSA got there? Would you be able to help somebody in a moment's notice when you say, well, 10 minutes, IMSA will be here, that won't be enough time, and that person's life would end up being gone? Or would you do nothing at all due to uncertainty? So this requiring of the proper knowledge, the proper training, what would you do with that knowledge? Okay, would you be uncertain, or in practicing this on a practice dummy, would you be able to put it into practice in order to save that person? So cardiac arrest training is crucial to raising the chances of living in a life-threatening situation. Okay, so imagine possessing the training how to help a student athlete in time of need. Most coaches and trainers and student athletes do not know how. So that's why I'm trying to get you guys to support this bill in order to push that we require all student athletes, coaches, and trainers to know how to perform CPR. All student athletes, coaches, and trainers would be required of this bill to have CPR training for everyone. Coaches and trainers would have to have a care and prevention course prior to being near athletes. So today I want to inform you of the importance of proper training with cardiac arrest. I want to discuss the overarching theme of State Bill 239, and I want to explain the enormous impact of what this bill could mean to one of your loved ones or to one of your co-workers or a student athlete. So right here we see that Nicky Eisenberg, in his book that he wrote called Resuscitate in 2013, it says the community you reside in, to the extent that you reside in, determines whether you will live or whether you will die. So if you know and you have this proper training, and this community would be high schools, junior highs, elementaries, these people are either going to live or they're going to die. And it could be a student at your hands because you don't know how to do this training. So it's very important. Eisenberg also said that the time between the cardiac arrest and the first shock from an IMSA person is very, very crucial. So proper training increases the chance of living. Knowledge is good, but that knowledge and action is the difference between life and death. This bill review is one that the knowing must take place so people can act accordingly, and what we want to do is encourage that training is we want to put it into practice on our practice dummies. Mike Whaley is in the state of Oklahoma. He runs the OSSAA. This requires all coaches to actually have this training, and trainers alike. It says to be a coach in Oklahoma, you must complete a care and prevention course before sport participation. This training is given by the athletic trainer most of the time. So most of your time, your athletic trainer is very crucial in teaching student athletes and teaching coaches how to perform this training. Cardiac arrest, 88% of the time happens at the house. So 88% of the time, you're going to be saving somebody that you love or a best friend of yours, but 12% of the time, you're going to be saving in the public arena, maybe an innocent bystander, but in this case, student athlete, student saving student, trainer saving a coach, coach saving a trainer, coach saving a student. It's an endless circle, and the possibilities, if the training is in place, there's a 75% immediate response chance of survival. You triple the person's opportunity to live if you know what to do and know how to put that action or that plan into action. The chance of survival, though, if you don't immediately respond, is 8%. That's why I want you to support this bill. Because if you support this bill, we get the proper knowledge, we get the proper training, and we teach these students, these coaches, these trainers, we teach them how to get themselves going in regard to this knowledge and put it into practice to save lives. Sylvia Seebig in 2009, she said that the long-term outcome of patients requiring cardiopulmonary resuscitation depends heavily on swift and appropriate care. Also, Jim Hand, in his article in 2014, he states that cardiac arrest happens so fast, but being prepared can save a life. Jim Hand wrote this in the Sun Chronicle, and he said that he was interviewing athletic directors. Athletic directors are encouraging people to get this, student athletes, coaches, and trainers alike. Carrie Ward, in her article written in 2013 in Live Strong, says, "You never know when you may need this skill to save someone you love or to be a hero to a stranger." So in wrapping up, this bill is worth the support to equip our student athletes, coaches, and trainers with the proper knowledge and training to aid in saving someone's life. So support this bill. Get out there, know your material, coaches, trainers, student athletes, save your classmates. Because in a moment's time, this may be exactly what you need in order to save your friend's life, and or student's life, and or your colleagues. Thank you.